People who have been stalked, when did you notice it, and how did it end?
Yeah, so basically I was stalked by two people at the same time. But this story is much more interesting and exposes much less of my private life, so here we go. And before we start, I should say that I have a dead set schedule that I go by for every week. I write stuff like this in my diary, because if I write it down on a piece of paper, I remember it better. Our story starts with H, a boy who I saw as a close friend. So about 1 year from when H transferred to our school, he started acting weird. Most people didn't really care because he was pretty good looking and really popular. But my best friend noticed. He would try to push away all of the people in my friend group. All are straight guys, and my best friend is big gay. Which seemed not too nice. But I am generally naive, so I just brushed it off. Around that time, I started noticing some of my stuff disappear. Stuff like pencils, nothing too crazy. And then more stuff went missing, like my keys or my before-mentioned diary. Both of these have been magically found and delivered to the lost and found by who other than H. Again, seems fishy, but I didn't care.
If you made it this far, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's keep going.
When I started to occasionally just see him when I was going on about my day was when it sort of clicked. But my complete breakthrough was when my friend came up to me with H's phone, showing me, and I shit you not, around 1,000 photos of me going about my day. About a week after that, some stuff from my gym bag was missing. My bra, my shirt and my leggings were gone. The issue with that was that my gym bag was permanently in my locker. The only person who could have gotten into my locker was my best friend, whom I share the locker with. That was, however, most likely impossible, because at that time, her key broke so she was relying on mine. And that's when I realized that Psycho must have copied my keys, and most likely my schedule. I am sure nobody picked the lock because then they wouldn't be able to lock the locker. And I can tell you I have never felt so horrified than when this hit me. So now onto the resolve, considering I didn't report it. I didn't have enough evidence. Our school administration is a group of probably the most useless people I have ever met, so that wouldn't help. The only thing it would do was take up my time, potentially having my grades suffer as a result. For the key situation, I accidentally broke the key off in my lock, so it needed to be replaced. Thank the Lord I carry my house keys separately. I had to completely change my schedule, including changing days when I picked up my siblings from school. The weekends I was at my dad's place. My tutoring had to be moved, which was hard considering the kids I tutor have insanely full days. And all of that without having H notice. And I couldn't have just started ignoring H because he is much stronger and taller than me. And I'm positive he could kill me. I couldn't tell anyone because people love him and think he would never do something like that. So I did what seemed like the best thing at the time, and started pretending to date one of my upperclassmen. And he looks like a full-fledged adult and is a strong boy. He was fully aware of this situation and was happy to help me. I wouldn't do this without his consent, which seemed to get H to back off for some time. And it made me feel 100 times more safe. Until my lovely fake date got attacked by an unknown person wearing a mask, which thank fucking God that idiot only brought some wooden stick. I can't imagine what would happen. So FD got out completely fine. And how do you know the attacker was H? Well, my dear reader, FD told me he managed to hit him somewhere around the eye area. So it would leave a mark if we're lucky. H missed school for 3 days and then showed up with a poorly covered up black eye. Needless to say, he left me alone after that.